Imagine this. You wake up one morning, check the news, and the headline everywhere reads, "Billionaires give away their fortunes overnight." Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, Mark Zuckerberg. Every single billionaire on Earth has emptied their bank accounts, sold their assets, and distributed their wealth to ordinary people. Trillions of dollars have just been released into the economy. What happens next? At first, it sounds like a dream come true. Suddenly, millions of families find massive amounts of cash sitting in their accounts. Mortgage debt? Gone. Student loans? Wiped out. People are racing to pay off medical bills, buy houses, or finally take that dream vacation. For the first time in history, regular people feel richer than the billionaires themselves. Social media explodes with videos of families celebrating, new cars rolling out of dealerships, and champagne popping everywhere. But money is a strange thing. The moment everyone has it, prices begin to change. Imagine everyone in your neighborhood decides to buy a brand new car tomorrow. Dealerships would run out of stock within hours. The same goes for houses, luxury items, even everyday groceries. Demand skyrockets, but supply stays the same. And when demand is high but supply is limited, prices go through the roof. That's called inflation, and in this case, it wouldn't just be inflation, it would be hyperinflation. Within weeks, the cost of basic goods would start climbing. A loaf of bread that cost $3 might suddenly cost $30. Rent would double, then triple, as landlords realize their tenants are flush with cash. All that free money would quickly lose its power. People might find themselves just as stressed as before, only now with more chaos in the market. And what about the billionaires themselves? Many of them don't just hold money in cash. Their wealth is tied up in businesses, companies like Amazon, Tesla, or Microsoft. If they truly gave it all away, they'd have to sell off huge chunks of stock overnight. That would crash the markets instantly. Trillions in value would vanish. Pension funds, retirement accounts, and investments tied to those stocks would collapse. Millions of ordinary people who depend on Wall Street for their savings would actually lose money in the process. Now, let's imagine governments trying to step in. If the richest people no longer hold wealth, governments might see this as a chance to redistribute resources more fairly. But managing a sudden flood of trillions is nearly impossible. Should they tax the new millionaires? Should they freeze prices? Should they try to stabilize the collapsing markets? Policymakers would be scrambling, but chances are the chaos would move faster than any laws could. Still, not everything is doom and gloom. If done strategically, not overnight but gradually, giving away billionaire wealth could have real benefits. Imagine billions invested in global healthcare, education, renewable energy, or ending world hunger. Experts estimate it would take less than $50 billion a year to end extreme poverty worldwide, a fraction of what billionaires control. If that money was directed into projects instead of quick cash handouts, it could transform the world for generations. But the overnight giveaway, that would probably backfire. Humanity would get a short, wild burst of happiness, followed by an economic hangover. Rich people would no longer exist, but neither would stable markets. The middle class might collapse into chaos, and the very people the money was supposed to help could end up worse off than before. So, what's the final verdict? If billionaires gave away all their money overnight, it would not magically fix inequality. In fact, it could trigger hyperinflation, stock market crashes, and global economic turmoil. But if that wealth were used wisely, channeled into long-term investments, infrastructure, and innovation, it could change the course of human history. The truth is, money is only as powerful as the system behind it. And simply dumping trillions into people's pockets without a plan is like pouring gasoline on a fire. For one brief moment, the world would feel rich, but by the next morning, we'd realize that real wealth isn't just about money. It's about stability, resources, and how we choose to use them.